This video is a reaction to the two games played between Ball Street FC and Creators FC. Make sure you watch both games before watching this video if you don't want to know what happens. Cheers!
Hello everyone, welcome to Social Club. This is your match reaction to Ball Street FC taking on Creator FC. Two 60-minute games of football. Both of those videos are available to watch now if you want to watch them in more depth and detail. But if you want a summary, stay tuned and we'll talk through some of the best bits right now. Joined by Flav's here. Flav's happy.
Yeah. I thought you said Flav's here, both of them.
Flav is here. Both his ears are here. Chris, you're happy?
Yes. Physically, no. Mentally, yes.
Right.
Emotionally, yes.
Hands up if you're physically broken.
I would put my hand up. Let's just say that but I am trying to put my hand up.
This is what victory feels like.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Imagine
at the time.
Yeah, imagine this and you've lost.
Oh, fuck. Well, we have had that once. We had that once under hashtag when we played hashtag a few months ago, and that was horrible. That was a horrible feeling. We knew that they were going to be good, and they were good, and they beat us twice. But and you carry that pessimism from that last defeat into this pair of games, and thinking like my only thought process before was I just don't want to get beat again.
Yeah,
I wanted to win.
Well, there was that. It's the game kicked off, and the first game's over on AJ3's channel. But we were penned back for the first 5 minutes.
I had a lot of touches in the first 5 minutes. I was like, within 5 minutes, I had like five clearances to make, and I was like, I really hope it doesn't carry on like this all game.
That's what it did. To be fair, it was kind of good for me because I got a save in quite early on.
Great save.
And I was pleased because it's nice to just go, I can do this. I can make a positive contribution to this game, which was nice.
Yeah.
But there was a feeling of like it was like them having a shot and going out and then them having throw-ins and blah, blah, and thinking, is this what this is going to be like?
Yeah.
But no, we grew into it.
You don't often see ebbs and flows in games at that level. You see general domination and defending for your lives.
Yeah.
So I feared for the worst, and then we went back up after that little spell of being kind of dominated to going back up and getting a corner, and was floated in by I don't know.
Millard, great ball in.
Great ball in.
Adam Rose, Salmon, Freshwater.
But it wasn't. It was a very classy header. It wasn't just like just get my head on it. He glanced it into the corner, and it was like when I saw that, I was like, hello.
Hello, here we go.
We might be on to, or we scored too early. One of those two. But Adam, bless him, a few minutes later went running down the wing, and we had another attack pretty much straight away and got pushed slightly, and he tried to twist to turn it in, and his knee popped. So he literally played 5 minutes of football, scored a goal, and then had to go to hospital.
That was for me, the injury. We didn't realise it then, but it set the tone for the entire afternoon because our team gradually felt a bit physically as the matches progressed. Now they're nice bunch of lads and very, very good players on their team, but young, slim, athletic,
they're not
skillful.
feeling how we are.
No, I bet they're fine. I bet they're all fine. Cartwheels.
I did a cartwheel after the game.
Did you?
Still got a bit left in it.
I felt like I needed to do something.
Release. You couldn't
I couldn't get back on the pitch. I had to give up with half an hour to go.
Yeah, so because that was it. That was the difference between this game and the hashtag. We had so many players in the first game, and everyone got a game, and everyone contributed, and it kind of helped us maintain a level, I guess. But we probably had 16 players, I think, to start with, maybe.
We had 15.
15.
Yeah, so we didn't have a full squad.
So and then that whittled down to the point where we had substitutes. Where Charlie played in the left wing and was exceptional, getting up and down. He kind of said, I've got 10 more minutes in me, and then we got like another 10 minutes and another 10 minutes.
But then I was on the sidelines, and he was not in his football gear anymore. So he decided that he wasn't playing on anymore.
Yeah, he did say if he stopped, then he would not be able to carry on.
Adam went to hospital.
Yeah,
and
so
then
we were down to 14, then Charlie down to 13.
Yeah,
I went.
Chris's calf went. Tom turned his ankle. We had Dan who came in for the game. He was absolutely outstanding. So many great clearances from him.
Yeah.
But he felt a bit as well.
He
so we always had
knee.
Really?
Yeah, he smashed his knee badly, and he thought he wouldn't be able to play. And then we had the option of we needed a centre back, and Louis, for all the will in the world, he isn't a centre back. And
no, he's a CDM, isn't he?
Yeah, and
natural CDM.
Dan, he's a quality player, so he just said, mate, you got to get out there. And he did. He really did. I could dread to think what his knee's like today, because yesterday it was pouring with blood and bruised already. So, but I think what that showed And ultimately, it's 11-a-side game, 11-a-side, limited footballers, all of us. But I think we all give it our all, and that was it. And it would have been so disappointing.
I think that was it. I think we got the first win under our belt.
It's like the manager getting the trophy, that first trophy, or getting that first win, isn't it?
I'd have been happy, like I say, I'd have been happy for the second game to not necessarily go away because we put in a good shift, and the second game was a completely different game of football. In terms of it was almost the opposite, the mirror opposite to the first game. We were on the back foot. They were much the better side at times for that. They were leading, and I thought, and I must have been part of it. You know what, fair play, they're a nice bunch of lads. If this goes their way, great. But no, we decided, no, we're not having this. We're gonna win this as well. And
Not today.
Some of the genuine scenes in those games. There were 2 celebrations. There was the one where we scored. I forget which game was in.
Rob in the first game.
Well, Rob scored when he beat like 4 men and scored.
Chipped
the keeper.
He beat the same man 4 times.
Oh, right.
That's what it was. But he was just trying to find space for himself to get a shot away. And he found so much space that he had time to just loop it over the keeper. I spoke to him afterwards. And it was, we went crazy. We mobbed him completely. But I spoke to him afterwards.
Even I...
He said, yeah,
I'm not swept up in the moment.
I run up.
See, I never, because Paul went past me and I thought, if he's going to have got to go, and I regretted it instantly because it eked out a few percent and I didn't need to. I didn't need to.
There's that moment when I got there and it was kind of dissipating because it took me that long. And then by the time he turned round and I think it was like he went, even the goalkeepers come to celebrate. It was incredible.
He said he couldn't remember it. He said he doesn't remember the goal that much. He goes, he remembered by the end of the 4th turn when he turned this geezer's, his liver was on the outside of his body. It turned him that many times. He couldn't actually strike the ball. All he could add in was just to lift. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Lift the ball over the keeper, just a scoop, and it was amazing. It was such a great feeling.
And of course the celebrations for James's winner.
Oh
yeah.
What can I just say? James Orcott. Look, he's little. And he's bespectacled, and he's a cute little human being, isn't he?
He's pretty.
And you might think that he's like, therefore, what does he bring? No, he
brings everything.
He's our best player.
He is.
He
is just an absolute class act, but it's not
he's
just
like Joe Allen in the midfield. He's incredible.
He's better than Joe Allen, to be honest with you. He's an organiser as well.
Yeah.
And he really does, and he organises the defence. He takes time to speak to you in the little breaks, and sometimes it's just reinforcement, sometimes he's telling you what someone's trying to do on you, but he's constantly talking to everyone. It makes a massive difference. And when you give him the ball, even if he's got a man or 2 around him, he's so calm and collected, and then he passes it off, and it's nice to see.
I wish I hadn't said, "Don't tell me what to do," when he gave me some advice.
There was a couple of times where I went,
"So fuck off."
I know we've been dealing with it all day, but then there's tensions and running high
Yeah,
at that point.
I love that. There's a great moment we told earlier
superb.
when there was a throw in the corner and Jack had it, and he looked like he was gonna take it, and he just went like. Don't you dare take that throw. And then he took it quickly and he flipped on. It was like, everyone take a breather. But the hard thing about that game, like I said, I'm in pieces. I think we did it, like Tom was saying, he tweaked his hamstring before the game. I'd done my groin before the game kicked off. So, like I said, my goal kicks are dreadful anyway. But then having to continually kick a ball when it hurts. So by the second game, I couldn't move. I'm pleased with 2 things, though. I brought the dark arts to YouTube football. I don't think anyone has done this yet. I don't think Hashtag do this. I don't think Palmer's do this. Created, haven't had the chance. I did the Mourinho Chelsea thing.
I noticed something, but I didn't say anything. What? Can I just try and guess what bit it was? Was it when the ball came to you and you wasted a bit of time by letting it run past you and going?
He actually called it, which is what he did against us.
I was looking at it. Did he just?
They were being a bit gnarly and getting a bit arsey about something at the time, and they threw the ball back to me, and I just accidentally missed it, and it rolled past me, and I walked to get it, and I brought it back, and then there's a couple where you just take a touch back towards your goal, and then pick it up and stuff, and I don't think they expected that level of just horribleness.
To be fair, this is the thing. You're not normally a win at any cost kind of a person in normal life. No. So I think I've rubbed off on you there.
No, it's true. But like in football, I get in those situations where everyone's pulling in the same direction, I get sucked in. Do that 5-a-side as well. Because everyone was on the same page, there was no snarkiness or bitterness amongst the team, which was amazing. It was like if someone made a mistake, it was like, and God knows I made enough of them. It was like, don't worry, pick up, keep going, fine, we'll do this. And then the better players were guiding the team forward and stuff. And so it was. I loved the whole. I loved that. So it was very much by the end of it, given the fact that we were behind and we'd taken the lead, there was no way I was doing. I could say.
And James was winner as well.
Oh, I know.
Oh my days.
Well, I physically couldn't have kept any shots up by that point, so I had to feel like I was contributing to the win somehow. So if time wasted.
I mean, go and watch the film of the videos, because it's better to do that. But but we were behind, I think 3 or 4 times in the second game. Yeah, the second game, which is on the Ball Street channel, I think. And the ball just got looped over to James, and I think he was on the outside, because I haven't seen it back, on the outside of the box, and with his left foot, which is his weakest foot, he just hits it across the keeper and it went in the corner.
It was almost a volley as well. It was a bouncing ball, wasn't it? And he hit it.
And we went running over to him, right? And I spoke to him afterwards, and he said, like, he's played football at sort of the 7th or 8th tier of football, right? So quite high for most people. And he's watched QPR, and he's seen Zamora score that last minute at Wembley and all that kind of thing. And he said the moment when he scored that goal and he turned around and saw the entire team descending upon him, he said that was one of the greatest moments he's ever had in football.
Yeah. He probably won't top it. So
yeah,
no, it's a QPR fan. I was pleased with the performances. Chris and Tom at the back. Heading things out. Tom, I had a moment, and we were talking about this. I equated to Mascherano playing in the Champions League final. I was like, is he good enough? And he went on like a one-on-one run with Kaka and just shut him down. I was like, he is. And it was a moment where Tom was defending for the first time, and I wasn't sure whether he'd handle it.
Yeah.
And he just dealt. And I was like, yeah. And you guys were just banging headers out, sticking stuff out left, right, and centre.
It's just from an outside perspective, and obviously a lot of our fans, or a lot of people that watch Ball Street are Red Men subscribers as well. You know, that's undeniable. Am I into this camera? Im and Tom behind there, the triumvirate of destruction. Every single thing that went through them, it was impossible to get past them. And to be fair, Chris, and I don't take this as an insult, neither of you look like strapping centre backs. you don't, right? But you did the job. You did it perfectly. And every time the ball went, it was going out or clear, and that's all you have to do at level. And it was just completely reassuring. I tell you what's terrifying though is when you get every now and then one of you had to hobble off. And I had to get in the centre back. And I never played centre back, but I was willing to do whatever.
I just love that. So there's moments where we break and I'd be going, get out, Flav, get out. And you look along and the Tom's up there, you're like, oh shit.
This is the thing. I say this all the time. 11v11, you put the fat lads at the back, and everyone puts the fast lads at the front. So what ends up being in every 11-a-side game at this level ends up 2 fat lads against 2 really fast, rapid lads, and then it's a foot race every single time, which is just not fair. Yeah. Why don't we put some fast lads with a fat lad at the back, just one time, and the balls just keep coming over the top, and you just like. Yeah. Poor old Jack. Yeah. Jack Reeves.
Jack Reeves, special mention for Jack Reeves, who put such a shift in, both right back and left back across the 2 games. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, the thing is, he was on the radio at Norwich at 5:30 in the morning. So by the time we got to London to play football, he was knackered anyway, and he got there at 2:30, and we shoved him on the right, and we put him on at right back, and he played against their best fella. And in the second game, we decided to move him to left back, so that he could have hopefully a bit of an easier time. And they moved the guy to the other wing, and none of us noticed. So he ended up playing against the same fella for another 60 minutes.
On his wrong foot.
Special mention as well to Liam Tolan from United People's TV, who led the line magnificently. I think he started in midfield, didn't he? And then we just had him as like a target man eventually, holding the ball up.
I think he had 3 assists in the first game and 2 goals in the second. And one of those.
And he had 15 offsides.
We were the most offside team there's ever been in the history of football.
Though, was it a pen pull?
Oh, right. So, yes. So there's one, and in the build-up free kick on, like, the left wing, my right-hand side, one of their players tapped the goal and said, like, have a shot. So the ball, I was like, well, he's shooting, so I know this. So I was like, I've got this scouted. And because I know what's happening, and it comes to me, I'm already thinking a step ahead. So basically what happens then, I basically throw it out onto the floor like a divvy and drop it, and then I just dive on it, and I went straight through the back of their guy. Absolute stonewall penalty. Everyone got up, went on. I had a little giggle.
Yeah.
Play one up, and then we went down the other end and got a penalty ourselves.
Yeah, literally 2 minutes later, wasn't it?
was
And
fantastic.
James says he's pretty sure it wasn't a pen.
Yeah, I have to hold my hands up on that one. That was definitely a penalty, but that's football, isn't it?
Yeah.
And look, actually, you've got to add drama to the game, haven't you? You can't be
Apparently,
too easily.
apparently that referee was FA qualified. Level
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, the one who didn't know, Liam had, in fact, moments of the match where Liam had to explain to him that when the linesman waves his flag, that's a foul.
Well, the referee does have the right to overrule him, so maybe that's what he did.
Yeah,
And the bit where he said that he
funny
didn't
nevertheless.
realise you were allowed to pass it forward as well.
From the
you can-
kickoffs?
That's right, and you can shoot direct from a kickoff if you want to now. I'm pretty sure you can pass forward. Maybe I'm wrong, I know, fuck knows. I'm so tired.
But yeah, absolutely incredible. Hats off to everyone who's involved.
That was great.
For Ball Street
Great.
FC, first wins. As I say, you can watch both of those games. There's one, the second game, which is my worst game, naturally, just like the Spencer one, will be on the Ball Street channel. And the first one, where I'm better. We're all better.
Before we go, can I have clarification on
AGC.
something? Do you know the one where you screamed at everyone to close someone down? Who were you actually talking to?
I think it's talking to me.
You know what? I said this to you. I don't pay attention to the stuff that like you were going. I was at fault for the goal, and I had no idea because all I ever do is watch the ball. So whoever was meant to be in defensive midfielder should have been closing them
Okay,
down, but there was
wasn't
no
me.
one in defensive
Wasn't-
midfield.
I was defensive.
on several occasions.
Might be Louis. But
And
I think-
also, I'll be perfectly honest, there was a touch of the Peter Schmeichel about that, was that I should have saved it. Yeah. So the best thing to do is to just scream at the people in front of you and blame them. Which is
No,
what
I
think
kind
they
of
did.
was aware that was where the anger was coming from. That you self-hate rather than hate at us. But and by the time he literally took one touch and then shot, so it would have been quite difficult. To close
I think
him
it glanced off my shin as well before it came
That'll
to
do.
you.
I'll take
maybe.
that. I'll
And
take
then
that.
that
Yeah.
might not even have been that one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that one was the Tim Flowers one where it bobbled over your hands, wasn't it?
No, it went under me, I think.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't expecting it.
Not
but
the
yeah.
way we want to end the show, though.
No, but this is the point, isn't it? And what was great is the realisation that none of us is good at footy, and unless you're at a really good standard of footy, no one's really good at footy. But the best thing is that what I loved about it was that when people made mistakes, it was the camaraderie and the support, and the fact that we kept going, and to win both those games is a testament to our ultimate brilliance.
And
We got to do the
everybody-
Ball Street bounce.
Yeah,
to
we
the
did
Ball
the
Street
ball.
bounce.
That's the first time I've ever had to do that.
There you go.
It was amazing.
So yeah, if you watched the match, do let us know your thoughts on it in the comments below. Go and drop a subscribe, of course, on this channel. Go and watch the other game on AJ3's channel as well. That was absolutely incredible. And yeah, check back for more games. Who would you like us to play?
People we can beat.
Yeah, who do you think we're capable of beating in the YouTube football world? There's the likes of like Copper out there, Football Republic, Sporf, Palmer's.
Football
Are there
Republic,
any
let's
like
take them. I
under
think we can
10s
beat them.
teams on YouTube?
I think you know what I would
Yeah.
fancy. I fancy the Football Republic. If you'd like to see us play the Football Republic, drop a like on this video.
Brilliant. Yeah, I categorically say that I would find I would absolutely enjoy beating a lesser team. I don't know whether that is Football Republic or whoever it is. I don't need to beat someone better than me. I can beat someone worse than me, and I'll still love it.
Wins are wins. You got to beat what's in front of you, mate.
That's it.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe and check out the full matches.